Hi there, my name is Simmons. I'm here to explain this challenge to you from a beginner's perspective. As a beginner myself, I find it hard to understand or even type a single line without thorough explanation. So that's why I'm here. Let's go for it. Alice and Bob each created one problem for HackerRank. A reviewer raised the two challenges awarding points on a scale from 100 to 100 for three categories: problem, popularity, originality, and difficulty. Okay, so this challenge is mainly about points, right? This test is to find the comparison points, right? Whoever has higher points gets point. Whoever has higher scores, right? Whoever has higher score gets a point, and it goes into another array, right? So if Alice gets higher point, which is here, Alice gets 5 point in this iteration, while Bob gets 3, Alice gets 1 point, right? If they are the same, they don't get any point. None of them get any point. And if Bob gets more points, he got 10, and Alice gets 7. So in this case, Bob gets 1 point. So if there is, there's only 3 iterations here. Okay, cool. So in this case, there are only like 2 lines of 3 arrays with 3 elements. So there's only possibly it's only possible that there are 2 outputs. But if, let's say in this case, Alice got less point for one time, and then the second time Alice got more points than Bob, and she got 1 point, and then the third time Alice got more points, 30 points, which was more than 8. Then Bob, she got the second point, which stack onto this spot of the array, right? So, which is why this the output this time would be 2 and 1. Okay, let's think about this. How can we find a way? Well, first of all, when I was doing this, I had no idea how do I put one array into a different array, right? So how do I iterate through the array to understand that, right? So first of all, let's take a look. This function gives us 2 parameters, a and b, which represents 2 arrays that we get to put in. Once again, let me see if that is accurate. So input format, first line contains 3 space separated A0. So they give you the outliner, which is A0. A0 represents the array of A on the 0 index. Computer science is 0 index, which means normally we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In computer index, we count from 0, 1, 2, 3. So the actual 1 is actually 2 in normal counting, and 0 is actually the 1 in our normal counting. So that's what 0 index means. Here we go. So, okay, and then the perspective value in triplet A. So triplet A is the triplet, B is the triplet 2. So there are two A and B is 2 triplets, which means there are 2 arrays with 3 elements in there, right? So, and then that's the parameter, AI. I represents the index. I doesn't represent the actual number. The actual number 5 here is not I. This is the index. This is the index. Index usually start from 0. So if you count the A with index, it will be A0, A1, A2. It will be B0, B1, B2. Okay, so I hope that helps you, because it took me forever to figure it out. Oh, the I does not represent the actual element in the array. So here you go. Okay, so in this example, we need to find out the sample input gets output, right? So we need to initiate an array, obviously, which is result for sure. Oh, we can't. Sorry, that's my Chinese input method. Okay, cool. So obviously, we need an array, which is the return, which is going to be result. Okay, perfect. That's going to be the array. That's going to be our input. And then as we go along, we will modify the result as well. And then we need to iterate, which pretty much we need to iterate through the input A and B, right? So we're going to start a for loop. So just FYI, most of the beginner challenges will probably including using for, because it's the easiest way for you to start repeating something without spending a lot of computer power. Okay, so A and B. It's gonna be okay. Let's say we iterate B. Okay, iterate A first. Okay, and then I'll print it out for you to show you what that means. Okay, here we go. For A in range, let's see what size is gonna be the array. Is there gonna be a parameter So the two challenges, 100 points, 100 points, and 0. Does it say A3 integer E3 is challenge rating? Complete the function. No, is there a limit to her? Okay, let's say. Okay, let's put that down because usually let's find out because we can usually I will put down a parameter for n, which is going to be the length of the array. So length of the array would be like the length of the array. Do I have to length of a? Okay. I guess I can just put that down because it doesn't matter because a and b is going to be the same length in this case. Okay, there we go. So, okay, in this case, we need to compare a and b, so we need to iterate both a and b. Let me see. A and b. Okay, I'm gonna iterate n I, which is gonna be 0 index, which is gonna start from the 0 index. Okay. If a, I'm gonna put down an if statement. Okay, so if a is smaller than b, then we have result index. Alice represents result 0, which is the first index, plus equal 1, which is equals result the array result 0 index, which is the first number in the result index, plus 1, right? So because that's how you index things. Let me see. The second one will be if b is smaller than a, then okay, I'm actually gonna have to reverse the logic because if because only the first index of the array plus is 1, this index of the result array plus is 1 when a, which is Alice. Let me get it more clear. Don't worry about it. So this is a equals Alice points, right? A equals Alice points, b equals Bob points. So we go result 1 plus equal 1. Okay, I might not get the result that I wanted, but let's see. Okay, for example, for integer object is not iterable. Okay, so I is not iterable. Why is that point? Okay, let's just put down this. Alice score equals a, right? A equals and then we have Bob's score equals b, right? Now, why didn't it work though? Alice score plus equals 1 equals 0 equals 1 equals 0. This one iterates for a and b. Let's see if this works. And then we have Bob score. So this is I'm assigning it to integer array integer instead of I stack up the integer instead of the. Okay, so still it's the I value. Oh, that's why. Dumbo, I didn't put that up. Oh my god, so dumb. Let's see. 0, maybe this will work. So 1, return. I'm sure one of these will work actually. Index out of range. Interesting. Maybe I don't need one of the results. There we go. Maybe I just need to print here. Print Alice score. Bob score. There we go. Let's see. I hope this one works. Alice. We're going to initiate Alice score. We're going to initiate Bob's score. Those are both 0 right now, right? So those are their score right now. We haven't counted anything yet. And then we are going to do a for loop in range from, since the length of the array is certain, it's only from 0 to 2. So this means we're going to start iterating from index 0 to index 2. Okay, and the 3 means that it's going to stop before number 3. Okay, so that's why the 3 is there. Okay, and if A is greater than B, Alice score plus equal 1. If A is smaller than B, Bob score plus equal 1. Plus equal means Bob's score plus equal 1 means Bob's score plus 1. Okay, Bob's score equals Bob plus 1, which means it's an update of Bob's score, which means Bob's score became 1 from 0 because you add 1 here. Okay. Else, there's another situation, right? Okay, so this could be a little close smell, but I'm just trying to make sure, just follow my logic. You can do else here, like, and skip it because this is the last possibility, right? So let's see, continue. Right. Okay, perfect. We don't need anything. Actually, we don't. Return nothing. All right, correction. Okay, cool. Let me restart here. So I have the for loop here, right? Range I iterator from 0 to 2. And then now we need to compare the actual element of A and B, right? So we cannot put like A, we're not comparing like 0, 1, 2, because like if we just compare like index and the number of index, which is 0, 1, 2, every time it iterates, it's not going to give us the value. We want to compare the actual number. So we put A, the index number, which is I, right? Could be, so the first iteration when I is 0, it's going to be 0. And then also B, index I, which is going to be 0 for the first time, and 1 for the second time, and 2 for the third time. Okay, and then we're going to get Alice score plus equal 1. Perfect. We're going to do an else if A I is smaller than BI. Now we're going to have Bob score plus equal. We don't need to say anything in this case for if they are equal each other because nothing happens. There's no plus, there's no addition, there's no subtraction happens. So let's print Alice score. Oh, actually we cannot do that. We might not need to do that. I might not be able to do that. I don't think it'll return anything. So we're just gonna return it as the result. Result equals an empty array. So we're just gonna append result, append Alice score, result append Bob score. Perfect. Let's see if it works. It may not even work. Oh shit, it doesn't work. What the fuck? Alright, print result. Because I didn't have any return in output. That's why. There's still no output? What the fuck? I need to put return instead of print. Yeah, it's going to give you an array for sure. All right, perfect. Yay, we did it. Let's see if we're submitting, and it's gonna follow all the other cases. Perfect. Okay, so this is the correct answer here in this case. So we iterate, we declare the everybody's score, which is start from 0, and we give it a result array, which is going to give us the initiation of the result array, which we're going to return later. And then we use a for loop, start from 0. We iterate start from 0 in range 0 to 2. The reason we have 3 here is because we're going to iterate to stop right before 3, which is going to be 2, okay? And the if statement shows if a index I on the first iteration is going to be 0, if phi is greater than 3, in this case, yes, right? So Alice score plus 1, it was 0, now it becomes 1, right? And then the second else, if, in this case, second case, let's say, well, second case, nothing happens here because there's no scenario, so nothing happens. In this case, the third case, a index 2, which is the third number here, 7 is smaller than 10, Bob score plus 1, and then we use a function for result.append. We append the result of Alice score after the whole loop to the result, and then we return result. Let's see if we print it, would they give me the let's see if I'll get a result, if I get success if I print it. Okay, I'm not gonna get anything if I print it. Well, debug output. So if I print it, I'm gonna get an array, which is what we need. But if we return, it's gonna give us the array without the brackets. Yeah. Well, you can stringify it too. You can stringify it too to get the result you want as well. But this will do. All right. Hope you guys like it. I'll see you in the next video.